Thank you, Senator. Senator Isakson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Congratulations on your nomination, and thank you for the job that you do for the country. As you probably are aware, the Port of Savannah is the fourth largest container port in the United States of America. Went from 2.6 million containers in 2007, 4 million containers this year. With the deepening and harbor expansion of that project that will be finished in 3 years, they'll be taking the Panamax ships of the 21st century that have 14,000 containers per ship. So growth of that port has been unbelievable, and its use has been unbelievable. Yet we still have we don't have any more officers and border protection personnel in Savannah now than we had 10 years ago before that growth started. Can you address that? Are you familiar with what's been done to meet the demand down there, and what do you see for the future?
Thank you, Senator. I am familiar with the tremendous investments and the growth in Savannah at the seaport. It's something we're monitoring closely as we build our staffing models every year. We do try to look not only at that growth, the container volume itself, but also at the predicted economic changes in a given region or port of entry. At this point, our Atlanta field office, which Savannah is a part, is very near. It's 100% of authorized staffing, but that doesn't mean that we think that we have enough staff. We have submitted a workload staffing model to Congress, which reflects the need for another 2,500 CBP officers and 720 agriculture specialists that would allow us to better process trade. But that's not the only way that we think we can improve efficiency and meet the need of that growth. We are doing even more on automation. We have implemented processes where we're able to let trusted traders, trusted carriers unload cargo even before the vessel's cleared. About 98% of that cargo is cleared before it even arrives in Savannah based on all the information we have on the supply chain and the shippers involved. So we're going to continue to drive that. We can't be a barrier to that economic growth in Savannah.
Well, your enforcement of known shipper and the other programs that are available are just fantastic. My comment about the number of personnel has nothing to do with the competence of the ones that are there, but just the hope that we can keep up with it as the demand goes up. Which leads me to Hartsfield International Airport, which is the largest airport in the world in terms of number of travelers, going through 100 million last year. Your enforcement there in terms of number of personnel is still about the same as well. Now, again, in terms of border protection violations, we've had little or no increase in violations, even with the growth of that airport. But are you planning for that growth as time goes on?
We are, and we have a very close partnership with the airport as well as Delta and the rest of the carriers there in Atlanta. It has some of our lowest wait times among major airports because of the work they've done on the facility, because of their partnership with us to establish technology that can allow for us to facilitate those travelers more efficiently, the automated passport control kiosks and the mobile passport control kiosks. They're also partnering closely with us on biometrics that would work within the process of boarding travelers. So that partnership in Atlanta is key. Yes, Senator.
Excuse me for interrupting, but that includes the U.S. visit program, the biometrics, is that correct?
It does, yes. We're taking biometrics on all international air arrivals in scope.
That continues to be extremely effective in protecting the border through the airports. Is that not correct?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.